But here's the thing, SB 202 made it more difficult to cast a ballot, to even get the ballot you need to cast, to fill out your absentee ballot, to make sure it gets counted. And we know that we've seen a test run in municipal elections in 2021, and that test run does not bode well. What we have to do then is make certain that we are educating voters about what has changed, but we also have to educate them about why it changed. The big lie is exactly this. It is a lie. The lie of voter fraud as having an effect on our elections is an untruth that should be rejected. But the problem is that big lie is being used to guarantee voter suppression, which is the truth in the state of Georgia. And the only way you fight the lie is that we've got to do three things. One is educate our people about what the law says and what it does, how things have changed. Because voter suppression works most effectively when people think it's their fault, when they think they've made a mistake. And so we've got to make sure that people understand what the new rules are and how they apply. Secondly, we've got to push back by overwhelming the system with our presence. You'll hear this false argument that we can't have voter suppression in Georgia because we have incredibly high turnout rates. We have high turnout rates because we are doing the work of trying to overwhelm the system with our presence. Just because you have more people in the water doesn't mean there are fewer sharks. Our campaign, as I said earlier, we're going to use the 2022 primary to test out the system, to understand what it means in mass. Because we saw small pockets across the state with municipal elections. Now we need to see what happens on a statewide level when they have not substantially revised how much money is going to our counties, and when they have now made it illegal through this law for them to go and get outside money to help them. And so we know that this is designed to undermine the ability of Georgians to cast their ballots, but it's also designed to undermine the ability of our election workers to do their jobs in safety. Because what seems like benign language of public inspections, y'all have seen the public when they are unhappy, haven't you? We have election workers who are worried for their lives and worried for their safety, and this is going to exacerbate the big lie, and it's going to make it harder and harder to recruit and retain good election workers in what will likely be the single highest turnout of a midterm in Georgia history. And so our campaign is going to be working hard to ensure that people have the resources they need. And outside of this, I've done my part to try to ensure that we've got organizations on the ground trying to do their part too. But we have to all do our part to make certain we meet this challenge.